have noticed, especially by my aggressively German surname, Roggenhofer, I'm actually half English and half German, which is quite an interesting combo. You know, on one side I have all this sort of like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, it's totally my fault, please. And on the other side, I end up with, why the fuck are you apologizing? I'm the one who invaded Poland. It's almost like I have these two personalities inside me, you know, this constant inner war raging, you know, each side trying to take control, one trying to invade, the other trying to protect their precious little island that is my brain. I'm a couple of bombs short of the Blitz, basically. I mean, come on, what do these two cultures really have in common? Let's face it, it's football, a questionable drinking culture, and oppression. Why are you laughing? This really isn't funny. Germans are not funny. But you know, so on one side, I am this sort of overly polite weather connoisseur that I have called Harriet. And on the other side, I am a sort of direct, well-organised beer and bread snob that I have nicknamed Helga. And you know, both of these ladies like to take control at different times. Like, for instance, Harriet really likes to come out when I'm nervous, or in high-pressure situations, like... I am so sorry! But Helga really likes to take control when someone or something pisses me off. Also solltest du besser lachen, eh? I'm sorry, I will translate. She said, so you better fucking laugh. You know, just a few things off the top of my head that really get her going. Slow people in crowds. Itchy nipples. English bread. What the fuck is up with your fucking bread? No consistency, no flavor, no fucking seeds. It's just air. It's just air. The only way that you can really process it is when it's half burnt and covered. I mean, literally covered in butter and jam. No other way. I'm so sorry for this little outburst. But let me tell you what really annoys her. Alfie, my life. How tall do you think I am?
5'9".
9! Centimeters only! What do you want with your fucking inches? Jesus Christ, the system does not work! Right? How tall do you think I am, my love? Give it your best guess? Oh! Just try anything! Sorry? 9! Still wrong. So, I'm actually, I'll do it in feet for all of you guys. I'm actually 5'5", which is taller than the average height for women in the UK, which is 5'3". So clearly I'm really not that short, right? You'd think. See, the thing is, I grew up in a freakishly tall family where I am considered short, right? The next person up from me is 5'9", and she's only 7. I'll go to infinity and beyond. Right, we might have to... If you're trying to spot my family right now, they are here. They're the ones that look like Gandalf trying to force his way into Bilbo's Hobbit country. And they have now folded themselves in that area. But the worst part about growing up in a freakishly tall family is growing up in a house that was built for tall people. I mean, like cupboards, shelves, sinks, like countertops, all but for tall people. Anytime I wanted to get something from a top shelf, I felt like fucking Ant-Man on a mission just to make a piece of toast. But my parents decided to move to a flat that was built for normal-sized people, right? And I was like, oh my god, finally! Finally, I can live my life without any more reminders of my own shortcomings. However, of course, they decided to redo the bathroom. And warning number one should have been the fact that I had to stand on fucking tiptoe to reach the handle. But I was too distracted by my dad dancing around in lederhosen to Bavarian folk music in the kitchen. As you do, right? And as I was standing in the bathroom, I was like, I might as well take a shit. My German efficiency was really kicking in. And as I struggled to get onto the toilet, which should have been warning number 2, and I made myself comfortable, I realised that my feet were dangling. My feet were swinging in the sweet breeze. So I was sat there, angry and humiliated. I mean, come on, was soll der Scheiß? Ganz ehrlich, ich will einfach scheißen, ich will einfach aufs Klo gehen. I'm so sorry. I'm not sorry, actually. I am so done. I am over it. I am past the bullshit. You know, all I really want to do right now is sit down on a chair that doesn't make me look like a hobbit. And a beer, but a proper beer, you know, not the pippy water you guys serve over here. No, a proper beer, and I want it in the correct size. I would like a liter, a mass, not a pint. A pint is for children. If you give me a pint, I will kick it like a football and actually score a goal for once. A really serious issue, you know. It's very serious. I mean, I've tried everything, you know. I've tried therapy, I've tried eating my greens, I've tried stilts, I even tried praying, which went a little bit like this. Dear prayer recipient. I confess I have never done this before, you know. I grew up in an atheist household, so clearly we worshipped Satan, who had different methods. So obviously this is not a last resort. But you know, this is a really serious issue, and I'm really desperate, you know. I just really want to fit in. I really do. You know, I just want someone to come up to me uninvited and go, hey, how's the weather up there? Which clearly didn't work. My prayer did not fucking work. So I went online and I researched alternatives to praying. The first thing that I came across, like the first website was like, get a spiritual life coach. No. Try meditation. I mean, what do they expect me to do? Sit cross-legged on a picture of Michael Jordan and try and channel his spirit? I don't think so. And the final thing that I stumbled across was called praying with your body. Unfortunately, it isn't as exciting as I thought it would be. It just means adopting a certain pose when you pray, right? And the first thing that they suggested was kneeling. How does this make me taller? Tell me please now. That went straight out the window. Next thing they suggested was standing, but with your arms raised. Now I feel like I'm about to do the YMCA. Right? Everyone do it with me, right? Why am I short? within praying with your body was sitting down and imagining Jesus pulling up a chair and sitting down next to you. Which is a strange concept, given that I'm sitting on the toilet. Like, what do you expect me to say? Hey, JC. I could do with a couple of inches, not in that way.